Fugue was a very important new form that was used during the Baroque. Almost every composer wrote fugues. It's a polyphonic work, almost always for instruments, but you can sing it. And Beethoven did that. There are three parts to the fugue: exposition, development, and recapitulation. In the Baroque period, the exposition is the most important. When we get to the next period of music, called the classical period, you're going to see that it has become a very, very structured form, and the development and recapitulation play a bigger part. But again, this is the beginning of structured music. So let's look at that first part, the exposition. We have a subject in a fugue, and a subject is just a little melody. It can be short or long. Some of them are very long, but it can be very short too. And it has to begin with one voice. The subject is really important. So they want you to hear this little melody because you're going to keep repeating it throughout the work. So it's going to enter by itself. So the subject, if it was just the letters A, B, C, musical letters, that would be heard by itself. Then the subject runs away. That's the reason it's called a fugue, which means flee. Once the subject is in and you've heard it, then that will go away. That line of music is going to just go somewhere else. And then the next subject will come in the next voice, and so on. Because it's polyphonic, it can be many voices. So you can imagine if it were sung, it would get kind of messy. But the subject is important. You can look at the little diagram on the side there to see exactly how it comes in. Then we go to the development. This is where you change the subject and you play with it. The composer can take that A, B, C, if those are the notes we were using, and play them backwards. C, B, A. It could start in the middle with B and go B, A, C, something like that. There's all kinds of ways that you can turn it around. That's the development. It's not terribly structured in this period, but it's there. You will hear little bits of the subject. Maybe if when you heard it the first time it was in quarter notes, it might be in whole notes this time, and it might change key. It's not real structured, and the recapitulation means that you're going to have the subject return as a whole, and so that you will hear it again at the ending. Not very structured, and it sounds kind of silly, but this is the beginning of structured music, and we're going to see in classical music that other forms are built using this same structure.